Hi, this is Mishti, and this is my first ever video on YouTube. So, yeah, I am 21 years old. I don't have any job, and I did not go to college, and I'm still figuring out what I want. So, yeah, stay tuned. So, it's December again, and I am still where I was last December. I haven't achieved anything to show off, but I think this year some things did change. Some things changed about me. I have changed so much. Right now I am shooting this video and I'm going to post this on YouTube. Like, the past Mishti would never even imagine. Like, I was always very scared and insecure about posting even a single photo of mine on the internet, right? But now I am making videos. I have started posting on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. Okay, because I was seeing these influencers popping up into my feed multiple times, and they were saying things like, start your content creation journey, just get started. You don't have to be perfect, you don't have to have a niche or anything like that. Just get started, because there are so many things waiting on the other side of that discomfort that you are feeling right now. And I have listened to them, and now somehow I feel so free. Like, I am still scared, and it still feels weird to post my photos, post me, you know, talking like that. But I feel free. Like, I have finally freed myself from the case, from that bubble that I thought was the most comfortable space for me. But now that I am letting myself get out of that comfort zone, I am experiencing so many things, right? And I am less insecure. I love myself more than I did, and it just feels so amazing. It might not be that big of a deal for some of you, but it is for me. For those who are seeing this, who wants to start creating and don't know, how to, what will people think, how would I look, how would I sound, you may get that. You may get what I'm talking about. So I also think that you just listen to yourself. You just listen to what your heart is saying. Just get started, man. I mean, like, I have like 30 followers on Instagram, and I don't know how many likes my this video is going to get, but I don't care, okay? Because you have to start somewhere. You can't be like, okay, I have to get this iPhone. I have to get. Right now, I'm shooting on my laptop's camera. I mean, I do have a phone, but I thought that let's get started with my laptop's camera, because it feels kind of cinematic. Not that cinematic, of course. It's so blurry, but I thought that I would get started with it. So some of you, if you think that you need that equipment, you know, you need to have a niche and all of the things, please don't worry about any of that. Okay, you are you just need to start, because you can never be perfect enough. You will always think like, if I have this, if I do this, if I look like this, then I would get started. But it does not matter, honey. You just have to get started. Just start. And yeah, there is so many things that's waiting on the other side of the comfort zone that you think is the best for you. So please get started. Yeah, so I don't know, I finished high school, but then did not go to college, because that idea of I have that jobophobia. The idea of following the whole, graduate, get a job, and repeat, and get married, and all those, that is just not my thing. Okay, I can never be satisfied with that, so I never even got into a job ever. I mean, I can get a part-time job or something like that. Right now I have 3 students that I tutor, and it's not that big of a deal. It's, you get to be free at your own time when you want to. But it's specifically, I live with my parents, so I don't have to worry about rent or what I'm going to eat for dinner. But for some of you, I know it can be hard. You may not have that, so I get it. But I think you can do both of that things. If you think, but I think that compromising your whole dreams is not the way to do it. I mean, you can be working at a job, but just because you work at that particular job, you are thinking like, okay, I had that dream to be an actress, but now I can't be that, because I have this job and I have to focus on that only. and I have a family to feed and all those things. Just don't compromise your dreams for that. And I tutor 3 students, and I get to buy my skincare and stuff, very small little things that is necessary for me. I think I get to buy books with that money, so it's enough for now. But of course, I'm not going to be like, this is how I'm going to live my life from now on, just buying things that's necessary and then be comfortable, be like, okay, that's enough for me. No, I am not saying that. I'm saying that if there is something that you want, or if there is not something that you don't want, I mean, maybe you don't even know what you want, right? I mean, for myself, I don't even know what I want, and my interests, they just shift so quickly. Right now my focus is writing. Okay, I'm trying to be a writer, but that can change any moment, because I know myself, I don't trust myself with sticking to one career path for more than a season. So yeah, but I am still, I think that if you choose a path that you're not even sure of, you know that's even scarier, because I don't know what I want, but I do know some things that I don't want, and that's that I am not going to get a job. Man, I am so scared of jobs. Like, right now, if I get to be an independent writer, I could be like, let's take tomorrow off and let's watch movies for a whole fucking day, and I could do that. But if I get into a job, I wouldn't be able to do that, and that scares the hell out of me. Because, man, this is my life. This is how I am supposed to live it the way I want to, right? But if someone else has that control over my day, over my every choice, then what the fuck? So yeah, that's my point of view. This is my first video, and I'm jumping from this topic to that. Don't mind, okay? Just try to understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so I decided to start creating content, so that to be less insecure, to be more like myself, and get over the social anxiety that I feel most of the time. I am a very introvert, but yeah, I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be comfortable. I want to feel relaxed no matter where I am or who am I with. So I think this is also going to help me with that. And if it does help me in the future financially, then I couldn't be more grateful, because I am so much financially broken, man. You can look at my background, it's just not that good. And my sunscreen, I ran out of sunscreen like 2 weeks ago, and I have not bought that yet because I don't have the money. I'm waiting for my 3 students to pay me. Okay, so yeah, I hope this content creation thing works out. And but my main focus is to be a writer, and this is to share stuffs that I always wanted to share. I mean, you do have friends, you do have certain friends that you can share about this new movie that you watched and all, but sometimes you don't have that, and for me, I don't have that kind of a certain friend, one friend that will be like with whom I can discuss everything. So I thought, let's just start creating content. There I would be able to express myself more, share more things, and connect with people who share the same interests as me. This December, I did take a challenge to post consistently on Instagram, and I also am starting to post on YouTube, but I can't post on YouTube every day. But at least 2 to 3 posts, I am aiming for that. Sometimes I feel guilty, sometimes I'm like, what am I even doing with my life? But then I think that forcing myself into a path that is not right for me, it's even more scary, right? So yeah, I don't know what is going to happen in the future. I'm not sure about any of that. I don't think that anyone is. Like, you can make a plan, but you don't know if that's exactly how things are going to work out, right? So yeah, um, I have some plans, but not exactly a blueprint or a roadmap that I'm going to follow. Yeah, but there are some things that I want some things that will stay with me for a long time. Like, when I enter 2026, I want to be someone who stayed committed to at least one thing, like content creation or writing. I finally feel like I have some things, like direction. I don't know the whole road, but I do have a direction that I'm going to follow. Yes, So let's see what this December has for me. I'm going to do my best to, you know, to hit the goals that I set for myself for this December. And maybe, who knows, next December I will be somewhere completely different, right? Anyways, this is the to the future me. If you are watching, I hope you're in Europe, bestie. Okay, maybe not next December, but maybe the December after that. So yeah, so I hope you're in Europe, or at least you're waking up early. I always fail to do that. It feels like the hardest thing in life. Like, I can never wake up at the time that I set for myself. Without, if I don't have anything, any like urgent thing to do, I can't wake up at that time. Like, I want to wake up early, but it just does not happen. It's like so fucking hard, man. I don't know how do people even get to do that.